Elephant Man Podcast Network, grown man conversations dealing with elephants in the room. It's your man, Moray DB. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you can know when new material is coming out. IG, Elephant Man _ podcast, Twitter / Poster Boys, Facebook page is growing / Elephant Man Podcast, or you can you can click on the Paleo Hebrew in the top right or the bottom right corner to subscribe to Elephant Man. Woke Baby says, why don't you subscribe? Woke Baby wants you to subscribe. All right, again, thank you for 100,000 views. Blessings to y'all. Shalom. Blessings, blessings, blessings. I want to have this consistency on coming on Sundays. You think about before we had the play on demand and before we had all these different DVRs and VCRs, you can record stuff. I'm dating myself. I said VCR. We would have to be there when that show aired, right? We had to be there. If your show come on at 6 o'clock on a Thursday, whether it's Martin, Cosby Show, whatever it is, Living Color, Living Single, whatever, you have to be there, right? Well, now we got the advanced technology. We can binge watch. We can go back and watch the recording, and I think that's a good technology. However, you have to be there and record the initial one. So every Sunday, 6 p.m. Central, meet me here. I'm going to be here. If I'm not here live, I will do a pre-record, but I will have content. All right. All right. Today's Sunday, chop up. We're gonna read in some Luke 10 and 38, but not right now. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about. My wife had brought it up to me. I was just, doing some research and some work, and she was just talking to me about the whole alien thing. Apostle Curtis Lewis in the building. You are a blessing to the body. Continue to do what you do. It's amazing. That's a beautiful balance to know that we are the people, but don't have to beat nobody over the head with it. And I just think the Most High that you have awakened and you have a beautiful balance. And I'm praying for you and your ministries. I'm definitely gonna be sowing into your ministry once a month because it's good seed. If you don't know Apostle Curtis Lewis, definitely sowing to his channel. Very, very blessed, very blessed. But my main thing that I want to talk about is it's been a couple of years since the C-19. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We don't know how much that wore us out. And I was talking to her about that. Like, it wore us out. It's deaths. We praying right now for different family and friends that transition, right? They went to either Sheol or the Shemayim, you know what I mean? Or they died, right? And back a letter terms. I was just like, not only that, the sicknesses and the whole thing about being in and out of hospitals and the doggone C-19 really wore us out. And then there's a lot of other stuff around it. We got Ukraine, we got all kind of stuff. So now this new thing going on is the quote unquote government cover up with the alien UFOs and all of this different stuff. And so I'm gonna play this few things, man, and I'm just like, she said, why do most people at large are not alarmed about it? She said people are just wore out with the information, with the bad news. So we, as believers in Yahusha, got to make sure we bombard them and drench them with the good news of his finished work, right? So I could see how if we holding on to the things of this world and this life, that it could be kind of daunting, right? It could be kind of crazy, the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, right? I really think that whole shutdown was an exercise. I don't think that it's just my opinion. It was taking everybody off guard. Oh, now we got to wear masks. We got to be 6 feet apart. And we got to scan and take all of these temperatures. And essential businesses got to be out of business. And you name it. It was real. It was real weird. And I didn't know that they was going to pump the brakes on it for a while. But they pumped the brakes on it. give us a little bit of break, take the mask off. You can sit next to your favorite friend now and all that. I don't think it's over, right? The bodies and souls of men is what the Luciferians are after, and that's not where I'm going. So we're gonna behave this show. But I want to show this little video clip real quick. This one and another one, and then we're gonna get right into the Martha story. But let's just watch this real quick. Matter of fact, let me play my fair use first because they be talking about you can't do that. I'm like, I pulled it off your platform. What are you talking about? Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Again, fair use. Fair use. Make sure you share with somebody. But it's very interesting. It's been going on. Like I said, I've been doing some heavy learning and research, so I haven't really been in it like that. But we turned on today. Matter of fact, they got live hearings right now as we speak. But let's play this one.
Then you have them.
Let's go.
Do you believe that our government is in possession of UAPs?
Absolutely, based on interviewing over 40 witnesses over 4 years.
And where?
I know the exact locations, and those locations were provided to the Inspector General.
Has any of the activity been aggressive, been hostile in your reports?
I know of multiple colleagues of mine that got physically injured, and the activity. And I got
by UAPs or by people within the federal government?
both.
If you were me, where would you look? Titles, programs, departments?
I'd be happy to give you that in a closed environment. I can tell you specifically.
And I would say, and I've told people that you have to know where to look. They're not going to divulge it to you because of the classification levels. But if you know where to look and who to talk to, which is exactly what Mr. Grush can point you, then you have them.
Do you believe that our government?
All right. So that's one thing I was gonna show. And don't get me started. I don't know, man. Knowing what we know, knowing who we serve, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just at the point that if I do see extraterrestrial being that is a shapeshifter, a fallen angel, some kind of, any paranormal activity is some fallen angel stuff, right? Fallen angel knowledge, fallen angel technology. And that's my opinion. And I'm not even going off of the whole, because some people, flat earth and round earth, I'm not even going there. But just say, for instance, let's say, for instance, it was round earth, flat earth. The dome, they couldn't, how can they get into the dome? Right? Or let's just say, for instance, we live on an orange, we live on a sphere. I'm not going either direction because this is not the show. The question is, one of the questions that was asked today was, well, how you got them in possession? Like I can't, it's classified. What? Why are you having these hearings and having all these cameras? Man, it's a big distraction. I just think it's a big distraction. Let me show you this other one real quick, man.
Last year, the House Intelligence Committee held a hearing on UAPs. They brought in some Pentagon bureaucrats who only had 2 answers to the questions they were asked. I don't know, or that's classified. This hearing is going to be different. We're going to have witnesses who can speak frankly to the public about their experiences. We've had a heck of a lot of pushback about this hearing. We've had members of Congress who fought us. We've had members of the intelligence community and also the Pentagon. Even NASA backed out on us. There are a lot of people who don't want this to come to light. I've even tried to introduce an amendment to the Federal Aviation Administration Reauthorization Bill. And all that would do would require the Federal Aviation Administration to report UAP sightings by commercial pilots to Congress. I was told the intelligence community shut it down. This is ridiculous, folks. They do exist or they don't exist. They keep telling us they don't exist, but they block every opportunity for us to get a hold of the information to prove that they do exist. And we're going to get to the bottom of it, dadgummit, whatever the truth may be. We're done with the cover-up. We're not going to bring you in a saucer or a little green man. That's not what it's going to be about. And I know y'all, every time you play this interview with one of us, you play the theme from X-Files. I get it. But the reality is the American public deserves to know.
Let's go with that one. The American public deserves to know. Man, that's some hogwash, man. That's a bunch of hogwash. I ain't saying they ain't seen that. If they did see something, they seen some fallen angel technology. But I'm just saying, that's an insult to my intelligence. Man, they lie so much, man. They lie so much. Man, they lie so much. They lie so much. They cover up. They lie so much. I really and personally believe that it's a distraction. It's a distraction. We need to know. Quit hiding stuff from what? We need to know, right? Then had his whole thing out, have a dude come on there. He looking all shifty. He on there today. I tuned in. It's live right now. He looking all crazy, shifty, lying, just lying. And it's you get more entertainment out of picking up an Inquirer magazine than the stuff that these guys are coming up with. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? But it's hard to buy into it. What does it say in Jeremiah 16:19? The Gentiles going to look and say, we have inherited lies. To try to preserve the kingdom of race, I had to go here. I'm not going to even be. To try to preserve the kingdom of racism, white supremacy, you go through any lengths. So it's going back and forth. And if you're still on that thing where Republican this, Democrat that, come on, man. It's way above that. Only time they fight is to see who's going to get domination. But it's still one kingdom. It's still one thing going on. That's straight up hogwash, man. That's straight up lies to me. It's a distraction. It's a distraction, right? Let's not talk about aliens coming. Let's talk about Yahushua coming. What's going to happen when he comes? We don't believe that. That's a fairy tale, right? We believe Republican Jesus is going to come. Let's talk about Yahushua. And he coming. And we in right standards with him. Is it well with you, Abba Yahuwah? Are we written? Is my name in the book of life? Am I in right standards with you? Real talk. That makes them what it's aliens and stuff. And then, but the main point that my wife had put out was the public at large is not even flinching. They have a few little memes and stuff, but they're not tripping like that. They're not tripping. I don't know if it's because of information overload when it comes to all of this news other than the good news. Is it information overload, or is it they don't believe them because they lying, right? All these reports coming back from the C-19, people are falling off, dying. You know, we were split down the middle as a country, pretty much as some people was for it, some people was against it, some people had to take it because they was in their jobs, and then you got some states were more aggressive than others. In New York's and your Californias, they was more aggressive with it than others. Then you had some lone hero states like Florida and Texas. They like, yo, we ain't for it. So it's a big mess. You know what I mean? And now it's like, oh, it's over. Let's focus on Ukraine. Oh, it's over. Let's focus on the aliens coming. Then they're gonna say, what's the name of them Hornets that was on their way over here? Where they at? And it's just the next thing. It's just a show. And it's just to keep you at a high level of fear. Abba Yahuwah said, perfect love cast out fear, right? I'm not being insensitive to it, but it's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on. That's just like, it's irrelevant, man. It's irrelevant. We worrying about the wrong return. The Watchers, yes, exactly. If you read the Book of Enoch, and some people don't believe the Book of Enoch is canon, now that's what they hiding. That's what you should go ask them. Why you had them apocryphal books? That's what you should be asking. Why you hiding the identity? Why you stealing the identity of a people? Why you stealing land? That's what you should be asking. That is, you're hiding from the people, and we need to know if it's really an alien ship you got. Then you get up there, got everybody undivided attention, and be like, maybe, I don't know. That's classified. That's classified. Man, you playing games. Oh, who is this? This is this my all of my Facebook users. This is how I'm getting y'all. So type your name in there. This Ty down in New Orleans, or is this Elder Adams, or is this Bishop Danny? Dwayne Coleman. Who is it? This was a test. Let me see. This was a test. The world of the beast and the bottomless pit is coming. The library world. Okay. Peace and blessings, Anthony Bowen. We just chewed up the fat this Sunday conversation. But it's a distraction, guys. I got to get caught up on. I didn't check out my Truth Unedited. If you haven't seen him, check him out. He pretty solid. People, they say, have I become your enemy because I told you the truth? But perfect love cast out fear, right? They already said they got a lot of technology as far as AI and CGI. They can project some things in the air and make you think that stuff is flying in the air. And now listen, I'm not saying everything that you see flying in the air that's unidentified flying object or whatever the new acronym is not. But I'm saying if they can shine something in the atmosphere and make you think it's something else, why wouldn't they use that? Why wouldn't they use that? Right? So it's crazy. It's crazy out here. They are complete in the Ethiopian Bible. Oh, Izzy Diado. Oh man, what's up, man? Blessings to you. Hey man, I got my aquaponics going on here too, man. I got a little one. Somebody was talking about my set. Let me show you. See that lettuce right there? Aquaponics is growing without let's see, now you got me doing a garden show. Growing with the nutrients. And I got some peppers in here and some other stuff. So I'm trying to see how to stand up outside with the insects and with the sun and all of that. Anyway, blessings to you. Yeah, man, it's not about being the end of the world type thing, man, but this is about don't insult my intelligence. Gary, the future farming. Oh, blessings to you, blessings to you, blessings to you. Yeah, so we just gotta keep our eyes focused on the Most High. You know, you think about Peter, when he was seeing the Mashiach on the water, defying gravity, like, yo, can I come out there? Bid me to come. Yahushua like, yeah, come on. He's walking. Then he thought rational, like, yo, I'm not supposed to be walking on this water, the surface of water, surface of H2O. Looked at the storm, looked at his feet, took his eyes off Yahushua. What happened? He started to sink. He started to sink when he took his eyes off Yahushua, right? And Yahushua pulled him up, walked him back to the boat. But I ain't hating on him because he did something that at least recorded that I know of. No one else did, walking on water and stuff and things like that. So I'm not hating on the man at all. I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying he took his eyes off Yahushua and he started to sink. And when we take our eyes off Yahushua, we are all bound to sink. We got wars and rumors of wars. We got all this stuff. I'm not saying be callous-hearted to it, but I am saying that we have to focus on the Most High, Yahushua. So I'm going to get off here in a minute, but make sure you share it. I'm going to read Luke 10 today about the Martha and Mary. But I just had to get on there because my wife has brought it up. Shout out to my wife. I thought it was very interesting. Like, again, I've seen memes about it the last couple of days, but I really didn't get into it because I was just like, okay. But we actually watched. They're going on right now as we speak, hearings and going back and forth. Well, that's confidential, and who's confidential, and because it's an authority struggle. Who's saying it? I tell you off camera. Why you can't tell me on camera? Anyway, as more of that story develop, we'll get into that. But I'm gonna show that other video too, where it was an actual guy saying we're gonna be projecting stuff in the sky CGI, make it look like it's a real deal, some real deal stuff going on. Just so a lot of it is Hollywood smoke and mirrors. All right, so I'm gonna share the screen and we're gonna get right into the story. Very short story. We ain't gonna be on here long. For real, for real. Martha and Mary. Now it came to pass as they went that he entered into a certain village, he being Yahusha, and a certain woman named Martha received him into the house. So this is a very important part. Martha received him into the house, right? Some people didn't know who Yahusha was. Some people thought he was a lunatic, thought he was crazy. They really didn't get with him. But Martha received him into the house. And she had a sister called Mary, which also sat at Yahusha's feet and heard his word. But Martha was cumbered about such serving and came to him and said, Most High, dost thou care that my sister have left me to serve alone? Bid her therefore that she help me. And Yahusha answered and said, Martha, Martha, thou art careful and troubled about many things, but one thing is needful, and Mary have chosen the good part, which shall not be taken from her. Right. So people look at that, and a lot of people look at Martha as not doing the right thing. Now Yahusha did say, "Yo, basically pump the brakes, stop what you're doing, come sit at my feet. You're not wasting time. Come learn of me." He said, "Come learn of me. My yoke is easy, my burden is light." He said, "Come and learn of me, learn my ways." He said, "My thoughts is not your thoughts, my ways is not your ways. However, your thoughts can be my thoughts. Your ways can be my ways if you come learn of me." And so a lot of times I believe that we are both. I believe that majority of us have been both, right? We have been Martha. It's not wrong, sir. We always taught serve, submit, this, that, and the other. We hear that all the time. Submit to authority and da-da-da-da-da. And so we get into this moving. We think because we're doing things that is always of the Most High, right? It's not a bad thing. It was serving him. She wasn't serving anything else. If you look at the story, she wasn't serving Molech. She wasn't serving Baal. She wasn't serving herself. It says right here in verse 40, but Martha was coming about much serving and came to him and said, "Do y'all care that my sister sit down and I'm doing all of this work?" And basically Yahusha was like, "Yo, rest, learn of me." Sometimes I'm talking to some people, we get cynical, we get different things. We've been bombarded with so much stuff, right? Work, church, whatever it is. We got to stop, pump the brakes, and have that communion, that intimate relationship with Yahusha, so he can recharge us, he can revive us, he can give us direction, he can give us clarity. He can get that perfect love, that shalom. And it says what? That perfect love casts out fear. We need that. We need to be around him. We need to be with him. And the perfect love will cast out fear. That's okay to serve, and it is okay to serve in the capacity, right? And I even know family members that they have a birthday party and they serving the whole time during their birthday party, wiping up stuff, cutting cake, serving food. Wait a minute, this is your birthday. Why your birthday party? For those who celebrate birthdays, and those who don't, send me an email. But it's, yo, this is your birthday. Why you moving and grooving and you serving during your birthday? This is the time to stop, pump the brakes, and honor you, right? And see what's going on. I'm keep getting hit up on the phone to honor you, right? So I believe that all of us at one time, put in the chat, put in the comment section, have you seen yourself as being both Martha and Mary at one time? Operating out of the capacity of Martha, serve, when he wants you to stop before you wear yourself out, right? Because we don't want to be busy, right? A lot of times we get busy, we're doing a bunch of stuff, but is it the things that Yahusha required of? And you might say, well, yeah, it's for him. Martha was doing things for the Most High, right? But that at that time, and that season, at that point, once he walked through the door, it was time to learn of him, right? So we got to pump the brakes. Don't quit. I'm telling you, don't quit. It's a lot of different things going on at the world side. exhausts us, it discourages us, it makes us cynical, it makes us indifferent. But I'm just telling you today, don't to focus on Yahusha, right? And a lot of times people, the nouns around you, the people, places, and things can weigh on you. But Yahusha's he's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. He never changes. He changes not. So stay with him, right? People will flake out on you, change up on you, but Yahusha is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore, right? And he has no reason to gaslight you. He has no reason to. There's no ulterior motive with Yahusha. When he tell you to do something, I mean it's a commandment, but it's for your learning, it's for your growth, it's for your benefit to serve him, and that's what it's about, right? So we praying the Most High bless you guys on today, and seek him, learn from him. Surely blessings to you, shalom, blessings to you, shalom, shalom, peace and blessings. So that's where we at, right? We don't Riddell, blessings to you, Teresa Guzman, blessings to you. I see y'all in the thumbs up, but I don't see, like I said, when I see Facebook, it goes like this, right? So blessings to you guys. We just chewing the fat. It's beautiful back here, man. In the shade, got a cool breeze. I'm looking at this greenery, and I want to get out here and work on some of this stuff, but I got other stuff in the house to do. Let's look at these seedlings right here. Hopefully don't wet my computer up. Okay. These, the ones that are in the front, are collard greens, a cut and come again product. I don't know if you had collard greens, just a good smoked turkey neck or smoked turkey wings if you eat meat. And these other ones is lettuce. But the collard greens seed is so tiny. So tiny. You see those little dots in there? That's how small they are. But they're cut and come. These are champion collard greens I ordered from down south. But they're so tiny, but they're cut and come again. So basically you harvest the outside big leaves for those who know about the collard greens. And then the middle part grows and be the big part. You can harvest like 2 to 3 times. And they're hardy crop too, so they last when it's kind of cold outside. Matter of fact, I seen some growing. It was dead winter. Everything was snow in the back, and I seen some collard greens sticking out. It was crazy. They're not perennials, which means they won't come back the next year, but they're good. All right, so I'm gonna get off of here. I just wanted to chat with you guys. Leave in the comment section what you think about that whole aliens, and they have inherited life for real. But Yahusha says this: he that try to save his life shall lose it, but he that loses life for my sake shall save it. And a lot of times people claim kingdom, but they embrace the kingdom of this world system that is fleeting, that is going to be destroyed. We in it, but not of it. We use it, right? We use the resources. We love our family. We have a good time, right? But only what we do for the Mashiach will pretty much last. You feel me? All this stuff is temporal. It says a vapor. It's here today, gone tomorrow. We blink. Man, I got some friends. We in college. We blink. We in elementary. Blink again. We in college. Blink again. We grown with families. Like, wow. Right? 50. I'm 50, y'all. I'm 50 already, y'all. It don't take long. So we just got to stay focused on the will of the Most High. Pray for your family and your loved ones that lost family members, man. People are checking out left and right. I wasn't being insensitive to the family when you know, LeBron's son, Bronny, had some issues breathing and stuff like that. I just asked a simple question: did he take the jab? It might not be related to it, but I don't know if y'all type in diesuddenly.info, and you know, it's a lot of stuff coming back, and people don't believe that it's some wicked folk out here, man. There's some wicked people out here, and they on that depopulation, right? Thinking all of the resources is going to be gone because it's going to be over 10 billion people or 9 billion people. So they like, we need to get rid of some folk. People on that, bro, sis. They on that. But like I said, the enemy comes, John 10:10, to steal, kill, and destroy. Only the enemy comes to kill, right? Only thing we killing is our ego and is our pride. John 10:10, the enemy come to steal, kill, and destroy. Yahushua say, I come that you may have life and that more abundantly, right? He coming to give us abundant life. Not this in the great by and by. We've been told that in the slave. Like, you just work for me and then you get yours in the great by and by. And we've took scriptures out of context, and somebody smack you upside the head, you just turn the other cheek and be meek and lowly. And I'm not saying you, I'm just saying if stuff been taken out of context, forgive and forget, and then they never forget. They hold it to you. They hold it to you. They hold it to life. Wait a minute, you're being a respected person, right? You ain't using that word right. If you're being a respected person, you want me to do one thing, you're doing a whole other different thing, but you claiming that you're a part of the book. You're a follower of the way, according to Shem. You saying you're a follower of the way, you doing your thing, right? You want to do what you want, say what you want to me and mine, and then I'm supposed to turn the other cheek. But then something happened to you, you can't forgive at all. LaShonda Johnson, sister-in-law, what's going on? Shalom, blessings to you. My wife should be over there with y'all, hanging out, chilling out, chewing the fat. You know how we do it. We ain't Elephant Man is grown man conversations dealing with elephants in the room. Yeah. Grown man conversations dealing with elephants in the room. And we should have the liberty. We should have the liberty to speak, right? Agree to disagree, right? Well, I don't believe that. That's cool. We're gonna chew the fat. We don't fall out with folk, you know what I mean? Folk fall out so bad on here, man, and people are false prophets and hit pieces, and then I'm like, wow. Man, we prophesy in part, we preach in part. We got the Ruach to lead us and guide us, and there is some fake stuff going on and some false prophets. But I'm like, folk didn't put people in hell and false prophet thing. Folk ain't speaking to me no more and all kind of stuff. Then they ain't call me no false prophet that I know of. But if you do, that's cool. Email me and tell me what you think, and we can chew the fat up, or you can have nothing to do with me. Had one brother. He said, you're not a real one. I'm like, bro, I know you since elementary. What you mean I'm not a real one? What have I done to you? Tell me so I can get better. No, but that shit passed. Okay, bro. I bet you I don't lose no sleep over it. I ain't mad at you. Love you, miss you, but I ain't losing no sleep over that. That liberty. We need that liberty. Right? Feel me? So I'm like, I'm not a real one. What? Okay, whatever, man. I don't know what I said. If you tell me, I can fix it. I'm humbling myself. Yo, what up? What I say I do? That shit passed. Okay, bro. It's all good. I ain't lose no sleep over that, man. Life is too short, and we got a lot to do, right? And we submit to the will and the way of the Most High. The scripture says, Paul was like, follow me as I follow Mashiach, right? And that's what we're doing, right? We're not being a respecter of persons. We're trying to we have nothing to gain by telling you. Now, if I get something to gain by keeping you deceived, then I tell you a lie. If I got something to gain from it, right? Keep you in darkness, hide something from you. That's what happens a lot of time too. People keep us ignorant of certain things. Keep us in the dark. Don't nobody want to be in the dark, right? We want to learn different things. So we got to educate ourselves, right? If people don't like woke, they demonize the word woke. Woke just basically mean that you are aware, you understand, you got some clarity on some things, you understand some things, and so people can't pull the wool over your eyes, and so now they want to call you all kind of names and do a whole bunch of stuff. And woke is not about being deep, right? They like to use words like church folk and being deep and all this, and man, come on, man. We all born in sin, shaped in iniquity. We all trying to figure it out. You scratch me where I itch, I scratch you where you itch. You are delivered. You're strong in some areas, but you're weak in some areas. right? So we help each other out. I help you where I'm strong at. You help me where you're strong at. That's what we do. But you don't poke your chest out because you're strong in the area. That ain't what it's about, right? And we are called to be fruitful and multiply, have dominion, not lord over each other. That's a bad thing. We got that real bad, to lord over each other, man. To rule and reign over each other. We got to rule and reign over ourselves first, our own vessel, before we rule and reign over somebody else. I'm not saying we can't learn nothing, or can't nobody tell us nothing, but we got to rule and reign over ourselves. We have to definitely rule and reign over ourselves. Look at that Robin over there. He listening. A little Robin came. He getting close. Come on over here. Hear this word, Robin. Robin like, what? A bird. I don't talk to birds. I'm not a bird whisperer. He just got getting closer and closer as I, but anyway, I'm going to get off here, man. Brew Queen, shalom, shalom. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. So yeah, man, we gonna get off here, man. I'm gonna talk to my wife some more about it when she get back. But it's just like, I don't know, man. You get more truth out of the Inquirer magazine and the Sun magazine. Well, they probably, well, for those old school people know, the Inquirer and the Inquiring Minds want to know in the Sun magazine. But they got apps now about different stuff. So yeah, man, yeah. We're gonna get off of here. Beloved, I wish above all that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. Look out. I've got a lot of free stuff coming out in PDF form that I can share with you. So I'm going to be putting that stuff out there. I'm going to have a panel on here. We're going to talk. I'm about to be an empty nester soon. I had one kid graduate. Salute to DJ. The other one's going to be a senior this year coming up. And the other guy is going to be, he's a junior. So we're going to be empty nesters soon. And I want to talk to people who have adult children or just recently have adult children or just recently within the last 5 or 6 years have empty nesters. What do you guys do? Like, I enjoy my wife. We have a good time. We ain't going to have no problem enjoying each other's company, right? But I'm just saying, oh, my goodness, my brother. You know what I've been sending to, what's going on, Shalom? You know what I've been sending to Brian Edwards? Just one word, Flat Rock. I've been sending Flat Rock to him like, yo, if we just, I mean, I like the new spot that we was at. The brother, shout out to brother Derek Farrell. We go to this men's advancement. We don't call it men's retreat. It's been a couple of years. But Pastor Clark called it men's advancement because we ain't retreating nowhere. We advancing the kingdom of the Mashiach. Praise Yahusha. Yep, we need to get back to it, right? So I just be texting him Flat Rock. I don't know if it's not doable or is it too expensive or is it extra $100? I don't know, but we need to go back there. That's the original spot when we had the advancements, boy. And so many great men, Merv and Donald Martin doing this thing on the Clean Comedy. And man, Pastor Lou down there in Atlanta, he started youth movement down there. Ambassador from the Cross Movement flew in, chopped it up with him. It was real cool, man. Real cool. Got a chance to talk to Sho Baraka. He didn't come to that though, but so yeah, man. Anyway, yeah, man. Beloved, I wish above all that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. He'll keep you in perfect peace. This is Shalom. He'll keep you in perfect peace. Whose mind is stayed on him because he trusted in him. Ninja Fry Wolf, Salama, blessings to you. I don't know if you're still up in this area over here. I guess the skies are a little bit cloudy, clearer. You know, I guess Canada is not blowing smoke this way. That's what they said. It used to be real cloudy up here. You know, you up here in the Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland area. We up here chilling, clear skies, no chemtrails. See how y'all do? Y'all, I'm just playing. No chemtrails, clear skies. Praise the Most High. We out here in the back, and stuff is growing. We got kale and all kind of stuff, and we just blessing the Most High, man. Enjoying the Most High. The whole alien thing, man, it's just I don't know. I just think it's a distraction. Like I said earlier in the show, we worried about the aliens coming. We got to worry about when the Most High coming. Matter of fact, if you think about it, Yahushua will be an alien to some, who knows who are not his. When he cracked the sky, that's gonna be a close encounter for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's been the storm in Illinois the past 2 weeks. Yeah. It's been real crazy. But yeah, I mean, that's an unidentified flying object on a white horse coming. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, praise be to the Most High, Yah. Subscribe if you haven't. A lot of people have been getting unsubscribed. If you unsubscribe on your own will, then do your thing, you know. But I'm just saying, some people of 10. I said, I know I ain't had no controversial show with 10 unsubscribing at a time, 8 unsubscribing at a time. You know, China's moving to silence. Yeah, man, that's crazy too. China, they doing their thing over there, man. It's a lot of weird things going on, and so that's why I was saying people are bombarded. People are not even flinching about the whole UFO thing. They got everything going on all at once. But I think the main thing, we got to pray for our family and friends, is that C-19, because that exercise was crazy, man. And I remember, I got to get off here, but I remember first putting the mask on, where I first seen the signs at. You remember that stuff. Where was you when you first seen your 6 feet apart sign and had to put on mask? I was in Aldi, and I looked on the ground, seeing the stickers, and 6 feet apart. And you had the mask on. You don't trust nobody. Everybody sneezing, everybody coughing. You don't know what it is. You just like it back up. And we didn't communicate. With one another. Family, friends, nothing. We didn't communicate because you don't know if he got that joints, right? You don't know. You're like, you know. And it did a thing to us as a community and as a people. It did a thing to us, and you know, I had it, you know, but it did, you know, the Most High, you know, lost taste and the smell and breathing a little bit, but it passed. It just, you know, it passed through. You know what I mean? And we, you know, have family and friends who didn't make it. You know, we praying for them, recovery for them or whatever. And then they all these different strands and Omicrons, and what happened to all of the strands? They should still be mutating, but we ain't talking about it no more. Then all of a sudden it just stopped, and we just talking about the Ukraine, and that's a slap in our face. I ain't gonna start that. That's gonna be a whole other different show. How you accepting some refugees, and then we get people coming over to the border, send some to New York, send some to Chicago, but then beat the Haitian ones back over to the island of Haiti. Like, man, y'all respect the person, man. Y'all doing us wrong. There's a lot of abuse going on out here. They want me to put on a suit and go fight for you. Nah, man. But anyway, I ain't gonna be on that. It was election day in Illinois, so people were hanging out, mass outside the store. Yeah. Oh, that's where you was at. Yeah. We didn't really know. And then there's this one drug that came out. It got clinically proven. I'm not gonna say it on this show because they're gonna contact me. And then they was just like, this will knock it out. And a lot of places like Belize and some places in South America took it. It was knocking it out, bro. Knocking it out. And I'm bro and sis, for the sisters who listening. And then it was like, oh man. So they come up with a whole campaign. It's a horse tranquilizer. Oh, see, now you know what it is now. Oops. But they was trying to keep you away from that. And then sometimes natural immunity, it just let it just run its course, man. And you know what I mean? And stay in the house. Vitamin D was one of the things we needed. You know, us melanin folk, we need to be out in the sun. I went outside, I felt a lot better. I promise you not. When I opened the windows and I sat in the window, and it makes you feel better. That vitamin D from the sun helps you feel a lot better. Anyway, I don't want to ramble on and go into a whole nother different show. Man, beloved, I wish above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. Shalom. Blessings to everybody who came into the chat. Blessings to y'all. Yeah, make sure you check out They Clone Tyrone. That was an interesting little show. Again, for all the elders, it is a little spicy language in there. So you might want to put the kids away, put the kids in bed or whatever before you play it. Wasn't not a lot of nudity and stuff like that, but there was some spicy language in there. Very, very interesting. Also, Stepping Stones to Home, Tanzania. Stepping Stones to Home. Make sure you check out that one as well with my brother Atura and his wife over there. Building, they dug a well over there. There was a school over there, 1,300 students, no running water, no well. They figured it out, man. And guess what? Guess how much that well costs? You would think a well, ooh, 3,400, 3,500, y'all. I kid you not. To get the equipment to have them dug this well, 3,500. That's a used car over here, man. But now they got fresh water. Well, water, but it's better than that. And water fountains and flushing toilets, and so they doing a major thing over there. And I was just saying, I'm gonna be working with them to be able to, if 1,000 people gave Cash App $5 a month, they can get $5,000 a month. I ain't asking for money. The Bible says, "Give and it shall be given to you, pressed down, shaken together, and runneth over, shall men give into your bosom." And that's sowing good seed in the fertile soil. If 1,000, so I'm working on getting 1,000 people to give $5 a month. We're gonna put the Cash App up on there. That's $5,000. What can you do with $5? That's $250 a paycheck if you get paid twice a year, twice a month, right? 1,000 people pay $5, and it can really help them out. Also, too, over there in Uganda, too, I got to get back with my dude Kata. He over there in Uganda, and let me see some pictures. They over there in Uganda. He trying to build an orphanage and stuff. That's then when they got some shoes and stuff. Man, we going into a whole nother show, man. This gonna be a mixture of all kind of stuff, right? Uganda orphans. And they planting some food and stuff over there, the banana trees. And they dig some wells and stuff too. My brother over there. Yep. So, we're trying to figure out what's going on with it. It's cool, brother. You know what I'm saying? Got the orphans over there. Very blessed kids, man. Very cool, man. Very cool people. We learning people all over. You got a shipment of a box right there. We learning people from all over the continent. All over the continent. Yes, sir. Let me see what this is. Resource map. Look at that resource map. I don't know how true that is, but if that is cotton, uranium, iron ore, gold, diamonds, crude oil, man, natural gas, right? This should not be a third world country. But if somebody else owns your stuff, see, I'm going into another show. Have more folk unsubscribe. I'm just playing. All right, here we go. Let's read these last two. Don P. Shalom. Shalom. Blessings to you, brother. Shalom. Blessings. But anyway, beloved, love y'all, man, and thank y'all for tuning in. Every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central, we're gonna be on her live. We're gonna have a panel coming up. Like I said, the empty nesters. I'm gonna reach out to Brother Brian Carter down at Overcomers Church, and a few other people that's been empty nesters, right? Those who are starting families, young families, I could cover that one. We had 3 young boys, they were stair steps. So those who had younger kids, we'll have another panel on that to help out young families. We got a lot of young kids or whatever. And then we're gonna get a panel going on with how to deal with the middle school brothers and sisters, right? They trying to come into going from young adults to adulthood. We're gonna talk about some of that too. So we're gonna have a lot of stuff. We're not gonna be on conspiracy theories and all that. But I just we're gonna get on out of here. Elephant Man Podcast Network, grown man conversations. Dylan Evans in the room. I am out.
Perfect.